Okay, this video is about putting the fuel pump in if you have a problem because you got a snap ring. Got the kind of screws in, you shouldn't have that problem. But the snap ring was really a job. So this is an old 98 body style. It's actually a 99 Silverado 1500. Okay, we changed the tank. We got a brand new tank. Of course, a new pump. Okay, we're fixing to go back in the truck with it. I got a bunch of other videos on this truck. Different things I've done to it. We restored it, putting it back on the road. It's been sitting 10 years. So if you have a problem with this, let me show you how you do it. Getting that ring back in there. Okay. So we're ready to go back in with the tank. But for now, let me show you how to put that ring back in that tank. Or the fuel pump. How to get it in there. You hear the birds? Got a pile of birds in this area. Okay. If you're having a problem with your fuel pump, putting the snap ring back in, okay, that's a common problem. Okay. What you need to do, if you have the type that screws down, you're better off. It's a lot easier. This takes a little bit of work to put the snap ring back in. Now, we got a brand new tank and a brand new fuel pump. And we've been fighting this thing for an hour. We finally got it. Finally figured it out. Okay. You see the fuel pump's in. And the snap ring goes under these little tabs. That's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. Now you got to get under all 5 of them. You got to push this down, and at the same time, do the snap ring. It's a two-man job. I did it by myself. Okay, what I did. Okay. Get you an O-ring lubricant. Some kind of O-ring. Don't use Vaseline, but get you something like this is white lithium grease, of course. I use this stuff a lot. Okay, get some white lithium grease and put it around your O-ring. Okay, and kind of start working that O-ring in there. It's gonna be hard for it to get in there first. Okay, you're gonna think the springs are bottoming out, and that's the reason why it's not going down. But the springs aren't bottoming out. The springs can go a long ways. Okay, so what you do is, like I say, you keep working that lithium grease. Don't put too much, but just put a little bit around the O-ring and also the seal. Now this is a fresh painted tank. All right, so you got a coating of paint on there. Okay. Now you keep working it down, pushing it down. Now what I used. Okay. Of course I got snap ring pliers, you're gonna need that. Okay. And I got a big screwdriver right here to help push down on these, on the spring. And it's mostly the O-ring that's holding you. Okay. It's not really the springs, but the springs will push it back up. Okay, I use that. And I'll use this to kind of help get it in there. Okay. Like I said, it's good if you got help. If you got a helper, it'll go easier. But I was by myself. Okay. Now the trick is, what you do is, like I said, there's 5 of these little tabs right here. See these tabs? Okay. There's 2 tabs. That's almost under your inlet for your hoses, where your hoses hook up. Okay, so you want to put those. You want to get these 2 tabs in first. Okay, you do that by pushing down. Okay, like I said, I push down with this big screwdriver. Okay, kept pushing down, and I have that in one hand. And where's my other tool I had? Around here somewhere. Oh, here you go. And I had a small electrician screwdriver. Okay. And what I did, I pushed down on that. Okay, and kept working it back and forth, back and forth. And I use this, the little screwdriver, to work this, get the ring started in there. And once I got the ring started in these two, okay, now, the reason I do these first, I did these first because they're under this tubing rack, and you can't, it's hard to get to them. All right, now I tried starting from this side right here, and I started this one first, and I got this one started, and I couldn't get any further. And then I came over here and started from this side, and I got this one started, and this one started, and I couldn't get any further. So what I did, like I said, the two back ones, you start those first, and then the other three we're going to start later. All right, so once you get them started, that's started in there, okay? Then you come back and take your pliers, okay, your snap ring pliers, and you're going to have to pull it in, okay, at the same time pushing down on this, and until you can get another one in, or another one. All right, I got them all in except this one right here, okay? Like, so you count them, make sure you got 5. I got them all in but this one. So then I went back, okay, and all the rest of them are in. So I took the screwdriver, the electrician screwdriver, and the snap ring pliers, and I pulled it in a little, not too much to disengage it. And I used this just enough to clear this last tab. When this ring got just enough to clear the last tab, I pushed it down in there, okay, and it snapped in place. So, if you're having problems getting that ring on, which you probably will, now if you got this, like I said before, you got the type that screws on there, that's much better, much easier. I've seen people go under the truck and change these with the ring, the ring that screws in. All right, just so happens this one doesn't have the ring that screws in. It's a snap ring. Now once it's in, you're good to go. Okay. But until you get to that point, you're gonna find yourself fighting it. I thought at first I thought it was the wrong fuel pump. And it looked like the spring wasn't going down far enough. But what I did, I took it out here on the bed of the truck, on the tailgate. I pushed it down on the spring and measured how far down it went. And so the springs wasn't stopping me. That's what I thought was stopping me. It was the O-ring. Okay. Like I said, lubricate your O-ring, but you're gonna have to work it in and out. Work it. With the lube on it, work it. Don't put too much lube. You can use an O-ring grease. I use white lithium grease. I wouldn't use Vaseline. Most people would like to use Vaseline. Vaseline will, I guess it'll mix with the gas, and not that makes a whole bunch of difference. So anyway, and then put that white lithium grease, like I said, I'm repeating myself, but keep pushing it in and out, so it works in. It'll go in, and you can get it. It might take a little effort, but if you have a friend or two, it can almost take 3 people to do this, to tell you the truth. Okay. That's how we got our fuel pump back in our brand new tank.